Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. It's Isabel Harris. Delay is not denial. Delays are not necessarily denial. That's what we're talking about today on the video. You know, oftentimes, there's a gap between a promise or a dream or something God's put in your heart and actually over here getting to see the fulfillment of that. So that's what the video is about. It's about that gap in the middle between the promise or the dream and seeing the fulfillment of it. Ecclesiastes 11:1 tells us to cast our bread upon the water, and then it will return after many days. Many days. So I want to encourage you. Have you got a dream in your heart that God put there a long time ago, maybe? Or have you gotten a word from the Lord just downloaded into your spirit? Or maybe in a church service, you got this really powerful prophetic word that really came alive in your heart and confirmed things, and you got all excited, but you still have not got to see the fulfillment of that. Well, that's what this video is about. And I felt like I needed to encourage you. I know this is going to land for many people. I know this is going to resonate with many people because, my husband and I were kind of joking when I was preparing this, and he said, yeah, it's yes from God. It's yes, it's no, it's wait. And I said, well, I think God has yes, no, wait, and wait a long time. Because there is often a pretty big gap between the promise and the yes and amen. So I want to tell a little story that kind of emphasizes this point. There's a lady on YouTube that does videos, and part of her testimony is that she went to prison for some drug offenses several years ago, and she got a pretty lengthy sentence. Well, she became born again, and she was in her cell, and she was praying, and she was just pursuing God. And one day she gets this download, and she gets a date, and the date is like 2 months from the date she got it. So she starts telling everybody, hey, I'm going home. I'm getting released from this place, from this prison. I'm going home, and let's just say November 20th. It was something like that. And everybody was like, no, you're going to be here a long time, lady. Are you crazy? And she was like, but she knew what she had heard, and she was hanging on to it, and she was very excited about it. And everybody around her was kind of worried because they knew she wasn't going home for quite a while. But anyway, long story short, that day came and went, and she was still in her cell. And so she began to get, upset about that. You can imagine, depressed, despondent, or whatever, because she was so sure that she heard that date. Well, fast forward several years later, I cannot remember exactly, but I want to say it was like 8 years. But just fast forward 8 years, and she gets paroled on the very date that she had gotten so many years before in prayer. So she heard the Lord. She had the word correctly. She had the date, the actual date correct. She didn't have the year correct. And that's how these promises and dreams are. We have to just keep believing, keep contending. We have to know. We know that we know that we know we heard the Lord, but we cannot determine what day that's going to happen. So I just want this to encourage all you out there who have a dream that you haven't got to see the fulfillment of, who maybe have a prophecy or a word from God that you are still contending for. And all this video is about, hey, Galatians 6:9 tells us, do not grow weary. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. What is due season? Due season is the season that something's due or due to show up. So keep contending, keep casting your bread upon the water, keep believing, keep sowing, keep pouring out, and your dream, you will see the fulfillment, but it's not in your hands, it's in God's hands. Delay is not denial. So I trust this blessed you. I want it to be an encouragement to keep contending for your dreams. I love you. I appreciate it. If this video has helped you or you think you know someone it'll help, please share it. Please like, subscribe, and share the videos with as many people as you know it will help. Love you. Take care. God bless.